What's the story, Wishbone? Skibbity bip bop beep boop. Alright, looks like everything's good there. Whew, lots of stuff to go over. Let's hop on in there, chat room. Shall we? What's the story, Wishbone? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. That's not a rat. We'll let that guy in here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling like I need a rat brain. Okay, everything else looks fine. Oh, nope, hold on. That needs to be an orc with a hat. There we go. Good, all is well. Alright, let's do this, guys.
What
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
I am on wrong map.
You're on wrong map, you say?
Yes.
Wrong
I
map.
see frozen palace.
Wrong map.
Wrong.
Wrong map.
That's weird.
Wrong.
Wrong map, Froggy.
Raggy, right. We're on the wrong map.
Wrong map.
Likes.
Dunker.
I
I'm loading.
wonder what Australian Scooby-Doo would sound like. Right, Rucky
Rocky.
Ruth Raggy, right, we're on the wrong
Please
map.
stop.
Rock and roof, Raggy.
Please stop.
Right.
Rare,
Rocky.
Raggy, we gotta be real Rex, Rare Rinkum.
Rare wrinkle. Yeah. That's
Wow,
fine.
regular original
Right.
And
Words
Raggy,
moment
just,
will always get
Right,
me laughing.
Raggy, we gotta roll the rock around. We run our way roll.
Gonna have a stroke.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Excellent.
Anyways, I was saying, you said you're doing a recap, right?
Yeah, read through all the notes. I dare you.
I dare you, I double dog dare you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Double dog dare you.
I may have something written out if we don't have anything else, and you want a sleepy opening. Let's go.
Yeah, sleepy opening, that would be pretty good.
Anything that would relieve me of any responsibility whatsoever.
Whatsoever, because your boy was playing Elden Ring and just it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only just now gotten the notes open.
Mm-hmm.
What's the story, Wishbone?
I'm gonna look up this. I don't know what that is.
Don't worry about it.
I'm looking it up. What's the story of Wishbone?
Cool.
Who's doing recap?
Oh, bloody do it. It's fun. It's just
Please,
I'll get it
someone.
done. Alright. So last time on Ancients and Ages, we started with a week of retraining, followed up by Aurora looking into a spellbook, myself realizing just the scope of this place, being everywhere in the unknown galaxy. After I found out the spellbook would be way too expensive, I tried to open the vault with little success. Then we spent the rest of the session looking into Tyr's contingencies and having our minds blown with all of the lore. And now we're reeling at what to research next on this episode of Agents and Agents.
You know what? Good fucking job.
I wrote it out. I wrote something out. I didn't just panic through it.
Sloppy open mouse kisses for you. There you go.
Woo!
Well,
Now-
I also found out what Wishbone is.
Good.
Oh yeah.
It's an old ass TV show
Yes.
that got cancelled.
Well, it finished. I mean, it's
Oh,
yes. The dog died.
And I mean, it was canceled.
wait, did the dog die in the show or in real life?
In
Oh
real
my-
life, dogs
No,
dogs don't live that long, comparatively.
Dogs are
Wait.
not eternal, unfortunately.
no, dude. Oh fuck.
No,
That's sad,
dude, no, dude. This fuck is too much, mate. I can't take it.
I really can't. You tell me Jack Russell that. His
Yeah.
name was Wishbone.
No, his name was Soccer in real life, but
You're crazy.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Thanks, Ed. All right,
like
I
we're losing
feel.
swing.
Okay,
Nah.
that's all well and good, but might I suggest to shut up? All right, lots to go over today. You have literally nearly every piece of information you could ever want at your fingertips. You can have most questions answered. You're at a unique opportunity that nobody else can touch right now. Would you like to continue to use it for dumb shit?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well,
Such
someone in the
as?
community did want me to look into a spell about some mass something or other. I don't remember exactly. what
No,
it was.
we're not doing
So,
that. We're not bringing up.
you're
mass
saying that
impregnation.
a completely out of character source has told
I
you
know.
to research something.
I'm not going to do it. I
Good.
just wanted the joke.
All right,
Uh,
and now that you've done the ha-has and gotten that out of the way, what the fuck do you guys want to do with all this opportunity?
Yeah, come on, guys,
Research
bring
the
it back
first
in.
for cathedral contingency.
Yes, we were going to look into the light of the end contingency and research that further
Okay,
If
as the
possible.
first step.
now we're talking. Hold on while I unbox this fucking problem.
Excellent.
Well, he cooks.
Man, imagine if we had eyes of the Roomkeeper.
Imagine.
Imagine.
Well, if we come
Mm.
back in like 2 levels, maybe.
Oh,
I'll work on it. Okay.
Why didn't you guys go Warlock?
Yeah. Why did one of us go Warlock?
What if we
Yeah.
spend 30 days retraining into Warlock?
Oh my
Yeah, man.
God.
Yeah,
Spang,
man.
I'm going to beat you to death with your own femur. Like,
Dude, that'd be
Well,
fucking
it's still
awesome if you did that.
attached.
while it's still attached.
Stop kicking yourself. Stop kicking yourself.
No. You put the metal image in my head. Fuck, that's funny as fuck.
Fuck this. What's the story? Fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some water because I'm gonna have to do a lot of talking. It will take me like
Mhm.
a minute, so make yappy sounds till I get back.
Yep. 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 Yep.
No,
Yep.
no, not that yappy sounds.
Yep.
Pause,
Yeah.
is, os, pause, if, maha, me.
But yes,
No.
on that note, was there anything else anyone wanted to research while we were here? Apart from-
Poisons.
Poisons! Give me poisons! Yes.
Poisons, okay. Actually, that
Uh,
might be good. Alchemical recipes and stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I brought up before we came as well. See if we can find anything interesting that way.
What did you bring up?
The like prestige clash or anything that might be hidden.
Oh
here?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
like Hydra stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Hydran
Hydra
classes.
I
The
would also
fuck?
like to look more into like the Trials of the Seven as well.
I
Didn't I
wanna.
get handed a book that was like all about the seven?
That is true. We did. I could just read. We could just read that.
If well, yeah, I don't know what language it's in.
We could try giving the vault one more crack.
Good
You
luck.
think so? You think it's not locked forever?
I mean, like we could. We don't know if it's locked forever until we try again.
If
Accurate.
it doesn't seem to be locked, I might want to spend time to learn knock and see if that just bypasses everything.
Surely. Surely.
Yes. Well, considering
Second
the levels
level
we had to
spell.
go to get in here, the second level spell would be enough, right? Right?
Yeah, of course.
It's like the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
massive
well,
quiz.
magic doesn't work, so knock is gonna be.
Yes. But I think this session will be a lot of the research into the contingencies so we know what we're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
Okay,
that's
I'm
safe
back.
bet.
back.
Welcome back.
All right,
Perfect timing.
let's do this. So you want to investigate more of Contingency 5? The Light of the End, yes?
Yes, please.
Okay. Who is doing your research?
That would be most likely me, Aurora.
Okay, go ahead and make me an investigation or arcana roll, please.
They're both the same.
Okay.
Good, good.
So 22.
It's time for revelations.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, are you ready to learn things?
Yeah.
The darkness calls to me.
Oh, for future reference, nah, Baratheon has investigation trained now, right?
No, I have athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
Yeah.
He's good at running away.
Acrobatics, I mean, actually.
He's good at flipping
Same
away.
thing. Yeah.
He can do backflips? That's sick.
Backflip.
He's good at flipping you off.
Watch me backflip. Watch me
What?
backflip. Watch me work my magic.
Oh. In response to your backflip, Bongo would just chuck a stone.
And miss. Wow, crazy.
Not at Rathu, but
Ah, okay.
I do a one-handed push-up. I fall completely fat on my face.
You fall
Wow.
fat on your face?
I've fucked it up, and I try to keep going, hoping nobody heard what I said.
No.
yeah.
I heard everything.
You had to out me like that, huh?
Incorrect.
Anyways,
Oh no, we're paused. I can't step away from them. So I could research in peace.
Alright.
Oh.
Pulling up the map.
Woo! Yes.
Alright. Everybody in?
I'm in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
son.
as you start to research the fifth contingency of Tyre, the Light at the End, you will see that a majority of the focus of this particular contingency has to deal with the fact that in order to maintain the tumultuous balance in the afflicted ley lines, Tyre has set up a system in which the druids will have a constant factor of resistance, in the hopes that this will distract mortal kind from what the actual problem will be. Setting itself in order to last that long, it would seem that, according to what research you have done, the contingency located here has to deal with the actual, the lattice of faith that has been previously placed down by the Mytharians, or excuse me, by the Church of Light by Tyre that the Mytharians now use. Previously, it was revealed that each and every prayer and dogmatic utterance that the Mytharians do are actually a part of a very complex series of spells that their faith constantly fuels in order to maintain the Great Experiment. But within the First Prayer Cathedral, hidden under layers of dogmatic reinterpretation, there lies a singular crucible, a sort of storage device of latent, concentrated, holy energy. The notes located here seem to indicate that this crucible contains the focused faith that Tyre has collected from elsewhere to be used as the seed that birthed the Church of the Light. So essentially, in order to more efficiently create a religion for people to follow that he could control, Tyre had to take it from somewhere else. So at the base of the First Prayer Cathedral is where the crucible is hidden and where the faith of the Church of the Light was originally built. Your research unveils to you that there is, within the First Prayer Cathedral, several hidden doors, which, if opened, would take one further and further down beneath the catacombs of the cathedral, leading you to the Crucible of Endless Light. That's what your research reveals.
Ew.
You could continue to research that, or you could try to research something else. What would you guys like to do?
Thoughts?
I'm okay with researching further.
Yeah,
We kind of want to know what
I
the
second that
contingency
notion.
will do if we
What
activate it.
exactly
Right?
the contingency is. Okay, alright.
If we,
Well, we do know how to disrupt the lattice of faith if we maybe take that away or do something to that. I don't. This is speculation. All right. I will dive deeper down that rabbit hole. Continue to research the
All right, roll again for me.
slightly better. 23.
All right. As you begin to investigate even further, going through the laboratory notes, the transcriptions, you notice that the foci of faith that was used to begin the Church of the Light's foundational faith structure seems to be based off of a Calcuteshian god. In addition, as you continue to research further into it, it seems that Tyre's notes mention the function of the Crucible of Light as a sort of reset device. The words that are written precisely are, "When activated, it is my hope. It is my hope that upon the activation of this crucible, to recover lost thrands, lost pieces of the faithful, to maintain the balance of this religion with as little loss of life as possible. It should be noted that I have left some settings to assist with population control, but these should be unnecessary, dependent upon the situation."
Damn.
Hmm.
I think we could see why it was called the Light of the End.
Yeah.
With the that little note. Ugh. Hmm. So, shall we? Is there more to? Well, is there more to research on this? Because it seems very clear on what the contingency is. An option to restart it. Were there any notes on the god in particular that this?
Hold that thought. I love you too, Mom. Okay, what was your question?
I was. Is there any reference to who the god he was taking the power from was, or is that kept?
You got to research that.
All right.
Go for it.
Let's go see about that. I will do investigation again. Let's hope we go. It's a 19.
Sorry, DC 20.
It happened.
That is insufficient, unfortunately.
And yeah, just some computation god. Does anyone else? Do we think we continue researching more topics, or should I try to branch out and see what the other contingencies are?
Could a foreigner give advantage on that roll? Just thinking about that now, or is that not
Which?
invested?
No.
No,
It's more of
okay,
me
cool.
going through his notes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the only help I could get is if somebody else had investigation.
Yeah.
All right. So if we're satisfied with that so far as like this hidden doors and stuff, I guess the only thing I'd ask on top of that is, are there any like blueprints that I could research about the Cathedral of Light or the first prayer cathedral to
Get out the doors.
yeah, find out where those hidden doors are beforehand? Is that another research?
Sure. Make a roll.
All right.
Okay. You find an old map of the first cathedral, depicting what truly lies beneath what has most likely been built on top of it.
My thought with that too is, in this map, are there any like
Hold on.
like airways or
Hold on.
we'll see.
As you begin to study the map, you can see that there are a small set of stone discs that are located on this map, depicting magical signatures of different foci different foci placed by Tyre. You can see that there is another laboratory underneath the First Prayer Cathedral, most likely the launch point of this contingency, which most of the contingencies have, giving him access to these various places. Most likely also connecting to this place.
Yeah.
As each of them are connected by a dimensional space.
Okay.
It would seem, no need to roll for this, that as you start to take a closer look, one of these stone discuses is currently blinking with visible magic, a glyph of warning on the First Prayer Cathedral.
Okay.
We know what that
So-
is.
Well, something's gone wrong. It could be like its nexus point could be messed up, and I'm assuming that the nexus connects these spaces as well as other locations in Corvinus because of how quickly he got around. And oh, what if the Betharians got into this such place once before, and that's how quickly they could move around the continent, or one of the means they could use? Who knows? I'm
Okay.
just throwing out random speculations.
Who
Don't mind me.
knows?
Who knows? Well,
Make-
maybe me. We'll see.
Make an Arcana check on the glyph.
Let's go.
Ooh.
You think that if you press the glyph, more information will be revealed.
Oh. Okay. I will
Push the
I
button.
will press on the glyph for hopefully more information.
As you press on the glyph, it will read out, warning. External breach. Contamination detected. Warning. External breach. Contamination detected. Warning. External breach. Contamination detected. Contamination detected. Within Eternity Vat.
Sounds like they got in.
Eternity
Hmm.
Vat.
That eternity vat. That's another keyword that we could probably research. Hmm.
But you're the lead on that research, so if that's where you want to go next, sounds like a good point.
Yes. I would like to research the eternity vat.
Arcana check.
Let me click on this and oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
oh.
Alright. As you research the Eternity Vat, this will reveal to you one of the several facilities that are located within the laboratories of the Great Wizard Tyre. The Eternity Vat is specifically a contraption developed by Maltos and the Taladani, which allows an individual to create copies of themselves known as simacrolums. The Eternity Vat is not only used as a methodology in order to maintain one life by transferring the soul between bodies, but it can also allow the creation of externally controlled clones of oneself.
Oh boy.
So he
Well-
can make clones of himself that he can control as well.
Yes.
This man just thinks of everything.
Yes.
Well, this is a Maltosian thing, not specifically a tier thing. But that's like a really high tech.
You guys want to make
Uh,
a simulacrum?
Yo,
We
guys,
don't need
hear
more
me out.
spings.
Hear me out. 2 bongos.
Dude.
Double bongo.
Right now it's just the one.
Holy
God
shit.
damn. And with that, this is another assumption. Does that mean there's also one of these eternity vats in this facility we are currently in?
Yes. All of the facilities that most laboratories have, they have the same ones.
However, I should warn that if some contamination got into the eternity vat,
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
that's probably not good unless it's something that the
Well, contamination
Again,
in this case means that someone who isn't Tyr got inside of it.
Oh, can you check and see how
The
long
contamination,
ago?
the contamination, is in reference to the contamination of ignorance.
What?
Well, that's literally what the contamination. It would seem almost as if that either Tyre or the technologies implemented view ignorance as a disease, and therefore it has contaminated one of the facilities.
So they didn't know. Okay. Interesting. That's okay. So, with that, I think that's opened a lot of windows and doors. Shall we move on to a different contingency for now and just sort of get what we're working on, even though I would love to explore more of this eternity vat. I don't think that's going to help us in for what goal we have in this session.
I mean, you're leading it, so do what you
Yeah.
want.
Do what I want. Sweet.
This is on you.
Yeah, I'm the one rolling these.
I mean, we can influence.
I want.
No,
I still
Sam.
also want input. But okay. Okay. Well, let's.
It's
Where
Aurora's
was
turn
I?
with the talking stick.
Yeah, it's my turn with the talking stick. Can we look into the second contingency? I believe Isunda. Next.
Do you wish to abandon your current research?
I don't like it when
When
you
you put
say
it like that.
Why did you put it like that? I feel. Sure, we could get more clarification on certain things with that, but I want to get a lot of information on like the basics of these, seeing as the next potential goals for us in the future. So yes, I will go and start researching Isunda next.
I don't think you realize what you... Are you sure you
No.
want to do that?
Okay, I got the double A shot. All right,
The
so
double A
no.
shot.
So, I'll explain it this way. You have rolled well enough, consistently enough, that you have made it almost to the end of what this contingency is doing. It would be unfortunate for you to throw away such good rolls, because you could find out some pretty important stuff.
Juicy. All right.
I would suggest that you don't abandon it quite yet.
All right, we push through a few more checks.
There is a lot to learn here.
Okay, so I will. So I just say I continue the research on this contingency. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
It's-
mean,
it's-
you still have to ask something. So
Yeah. Damn.
This is the one that's fueling his experiment, isn't it? So maybe we can try to find a way to stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
that might be a
contingency?
well, I mean, because the contingency itself, I believe, is the restarting of it.
Yeah. It would be,
But that could be a wrong assumption as well.
It's the reset device. That's like the contingency
Yes.
and all that.
So I asked about that. So, because the only other thought on that is, what is the magical lattice, or the spell specifically, or that they're powering, but it's the,
The
my
lattice
brain
of
is.
faith.
Could also just ask for just to research more.
that's something you could
information
ask the
about
Lattice of
technology.
Faith.
I would like to research the lattice of faith then. Which would you prefer, Arcana or Investigation? I roll
Arcana.
exactly the same. Woo! Natural 20.
Let's
God
go.
damn. Okay. Hold on to your fucking assholes.
Let's go.
I always do. What?
Right.
Whoo boy.
Sping, I will hit you.
What is he posting someplace else?
The notes.
Notes. Okay. Excellent.
All right, as you begin to research the lattice of faith in which Tyre has used to make the building block of the Church of Light, which is also the building block of the Church of Mytheria, it would seem that in order to ensure that the Church of the Light would constantly struggle against the Druids with their own belief structure and therefore provide the balance and power source required for the experiments of Tyre, his experiments, Tyre designed that their faith structure be based off of a heavily modified sense of fervor that he took from a singular dark sermon belonging to the Calcuteshian god Olakin High. Olakin High being a Calcuteshian god whose followers possess an almost maddening level of fervor and commitment to their god's practices, he was able to use this lattice as the base point in which the Church of Light is built upon. This would allow the Church of Light to be able to ignore the fact that it doesn't actually have a properly founded and rounded out history, or rather, they would ignore the holes in that history because their faith would ultimately be blind. Similar, almost in contrast, to the revealing and yet blindly followed nature of the god Olakin High. As such, this would also allow the spread of the faith to be at a high enough rate that Tyr believes in his notes it would be able to combat the natural forces of the Druids' already head start that they possessed.
Damn.
Wow. That answered a question I didn't quite roll well enough previously. Ah,
Holy shit.
so it was a lock and high.
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Sherman title drop.
Hmm.
He said it.
He said the thing.
God damn.
Oh my god.
Shoot.
Dude, we could use this. Dude, we could. Oh no, we can fight them back.
Furthermore, because of your natural 20, I can also reveal an adjacent bit of knowledge here. As a side effect of the of the church's belief structure built by Tyr synthetically on the representation of how Olakin High's followers achieve their... Basically, the methodology of their faith is to constantly seek knowledge at any cost. Would also be useful in case Tyr needed to enact higher technology levels of this particular faction, which reveals why the church has so quickly advanced technology in such a short amount of time, because their base faith is based off of the god who believes in knowledge at any cost. Or at least the lattice of the faith is.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's getting any power from that since... Or is it... that's interesting now.
Actually, that might be a good point to research. Is this lattice benefiting a lock and high?
I'm sure it is.
Or is it merely using elements of it and cutting him out of it?
I mean, that could be our next point of research if you want.
Is that a question I can ask? Is does the lattice include or cut out a lock and high?
You can always ask the question. It's just
Yeah.
the answer you might not always get.
Yeah.
Yep. Kind of check. You want to answer that question?
Dude.
Whoa.
You're rolling well,
These
man.
rolls.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the answer to that question is that, so just because the Lattice of the Faith is based on how Alok and High, how would I explain this? So essentially, Tyr constructed the base dogmas, foci of the faith of the Church of Light on how Alok and High's base dogmas work, or his base sermon. Now, it is a dark sermon, but despite that, it is still like all of the faith doesn't go to Alok and High. It actually reconcentrates into the source that Tyr wants, which is in this case into the light that the Church of Light focuses on. Now, it is unclear what the light actually is, although you heavily suspect it is probably the crucible, as there needs to be a container for all of this faith.
And that what since he was trying to gather the orange, so maybe the light is the ambition
Well-
he's trying to gather then?
Yes and no, and all that. Like,
It's,
So the vessel, which is the crucible, serves as the point to where all of this faith is placed. Now, what the vessel does, you have no idea. You have no idea if it's only storage or whatever, but that is where this faith goes. So when somebody in the Church of the Light prays to the light, which is not a deity, right? It doesn't go to Alok and High. It doesn't go to any other source as far as you can see, except this crucible.
Okay.
It would also make sense that if there was any presence of Alok and High, this would definitely be faith that was stolen.
Hmm.
Yeah. Tis getting copyright infringement, basically.
Yeah. You can look at it that way, I guess. I
Okay,
think we
he's
already
getting
asked.
royalties.
I think we already asked about the Crucible of Endless Light. Like I already made.
I mean,
I don't think you did.
Wait, did I just go for the Crucible and not the
I think you
Crucible
went-
of Endless Light? Or because that could be another key thing to.
You go for all of it, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Man,
Part of me is thinking.
sorry, I've been sitting on that reveal for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
It is very cool.
Like
Yeah, it's impressive.
I left so many clues throughout the games.
Yeah.
Like it's so awesome.
No,
How
that's-
close was
Especially,
Silas to finding that?
Especially in Dark Sermon.
Mm.
There's so many clues in Dark Sermon. That's so awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Makes so much,
it's-
yeah, it makes so much more sense now.
It does. All right. The question I would like to ask next is, what is the function of the Crucible of Endless Light?
Okay, Arcana
I
check.
may have already asked
Come on,
that.
come on, come on.
Oh,
I cannot
I'll use
answer
my
that
20 on that.
oh, what?
Okay, so be it.
Okay.
I love you.
So the Crucible of Endless Light is used as a storage source for the faith of those that use the lattice of faith provided by the Church of the Light. Since the followers of the church do not actually worship a deity, there needed to be some focal point in which all of this faith would be stored. It also acts as an engine that redistributes that faith across those that worship this light. So it's basically a false deity. It is a deity, it is a device that acts as a deity would.
It's a
So-
pseudo god.
So to give you an idea, normally when you offer faith to a god, the god gets more powerful. But then the god provides that power to their clerics and clergy. That is literally where divine power comes from that those classes use. That's the power source, is that deity, right? And the deity gets the power that it gives to them from those that worship it. So the number of followers and the purity of those followers and commitment of those followers that a deity has is the direct representation of their base power level. So, in order to ensure that the clerics and paladins and other clergy members of the Church of the Light would actually wield real power, Tyr needed to find a facsimile of a god in order to take the place of this function, and that is what the Crucible does. The Crucible of Endless Light acts as a storage device for the faith of these people, and then redistributes that faith to those that become clerics and paladins and gain access to the dogmas that require that. Furthermore, since you rolled a natural 20, as you investigate it further, you will see that this kind of coincides with the other aspects of this facsimile of a religion that Tyr had constructed. And the way that it works in that regard is, so, as it acts as the deity in this regard, the power that this faith provides has a chance of generating ambition, which is the whole point of all of this in the first place. But not every aspect of faith will channel the appropriate amount of ambition in order to entice the orange. So, he needed a place to store all that faith to make sure it didn't go to waste, and that it wasn't misused or didn't cause chaos. And that's what his ultimate plan was to use this Crucible of Endless Light to redistribute faith so that this faction could exist and actually operate in real time. Now,
So if we
hold on, dude, I got so much more. Okay.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing that makes this crazy. Technically speaking, since it doesn't actually have a deity, the Church of the Light is the only other, and this is according to the notes that Tyr is providing, provides another actual interesting experiment that Tyr wants to continue later. So, just to be clear, what I'm about to reveal is referential from Tyr's point of view of something he wants to do later, right? Something he discovered while doing this is that the success of the Crucible of Endless Light means that the Mytharian faith is the second faith that Tyr has discovered that possesses powerful faith, functional faith, without a deity. The only other faith that does this is the Seven.
Wait.
Dog.
Damn. Ah.
Incredible.
This is the mind blown.
Wait.
Thank you, nobody, for using your birthday 20.
You're welcome.
So
This one seemed really important.
So
So
fuck. Brain go brr.
Go on, Spring. Go ahead. We believe
Hang
you.
on. So
You got this, bud.
this would be in character. So 7 is. So they're worshipping the idea. Wait, hang on. Wait, did Tyr make the 7? That's how I just read it just then.
No.
No, okay.
What
good.
he discovered while trying to make this system work
Yeah.
was a methodology in which to create a faith that does not have a deity. Which the
Yeah.
only other faith that exists like that is the
Would be
Seven.
the 7. Yeah. And they're worshipping more of a ideology, if that makes sense.
Basically, ideological faith isn't real faith in Verum, at least not in the not in the way that you really think about it.
Mm-mm.
So even if you made a character that says, I don't believe in any god, but I believe in the concept of, let's call it honor,
Good.
right?
Yeah.
Let's say honor, right? They're actually getting their power from glory.
Hmm.
But they don't know it. So
Yeah.
essentially, unless you are getting your power source from the seven, there's no such thing as deicless faith. Because the only way that you produce that power through a divine source is through a deity, right?
Yeah.
But most players don't know that. So it's like, it doesn't really... And ultimately, it doesn't really matter, right? Now, in this regard, this was one of the discoveries, like the pseudo-side discoveries that Tyre has made whilst producing something for something else. This is kind of just the stuff that Tyre does. He tries to do something and discover something else, and then makes a note. I'm going to explore that later. And that's essentially what you found, is that by trying to do this, he created a deicless faith. A deicless faith.
Yeah, he's made a perpetual motion machine, but
perpetual
motion
faith
is
machine.
faith. Yeah, perpetual faith machine, essentially. Dude, level 20 wizards go crazy, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's literally what they do. So,
That's
Yeah.
crazy insane shit.
Yeah, let's just make a god. It'll be
You know-
fine. And
Oh,
like
you
a
know
whole
what's
religion
crazy?
that persists over like.
I mean, no,
500
I'm
years
serious.
easily.
That's the kind of stuff that level 20 wizards would get into. Like,
Mhm.
He's working away trying to coax out, the orange with their mission and shit. He's like, oh, interesting. I just made a second faith. I'll just
Interesting, I just made it.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll put that experiment in my log.
Little back burner.
Yeah.
something else you'll note as well, while uncovering that, is that there are several little bits and pieces of notes that he's kind of written on the side of what to do with that experiment should he come back to it. And one of them, it's mentioned that if such a deicless faith exists, where would its power be called? Or excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Tyre posits the question of, if such faith exists without a deity, what would occur if the seven were introduced? But that's a question, not one that is actually answered.
That is a good question.
Dude, level 20 wizards come up with very good questions. You introduce a deicless faith in with another deicless faith. Dude, it cancels each other out, and like a big boom happens, like a black hole forms. I have no fucking idea.
Never changed me.
You're welcome.
I just like the idea that this man has the power to literally create the equivalent of gods, and like, ugh, it's
That's okay.
a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, looking at this, that means that's where I get. That's where me, Connie, the new paladin, gets her power from. Then a little. What is it? Do we know what it looks like? the
Do you
endless
know what a
light
crucible
crucible?
looks like?
No.
idea.
No.
We could research that.
Good. Yeah,
What
like
does
where
it
I
look
could
like?
research
Is
a
it
lot of things, buddy.
Yeah, we
Is
could
it a
research.
box?
Pal.
We could spend an
Uh,
entire season 2 in here.
We could
We
spend
could.
years here. Holy crap.
We could look at the dark salmon, the singular dark salmon that Algenheim used.
Well,
I'm.
wouldn't it be just us looking into religious dogma at that point?
Yeah, it's
Like,
a little off track.
it. The only other thought on this I had is like more of like blueprints for this crucible, so we could know what it looked like. But I think we'll know a crucible of light when we like it endless light when we see it. I mean, I could be wrong on that. So wrong on that. But
Yeah. Is it a device or like a living thing? or something like
Is it-
that is also.
It's artificial from what I'm getting here entirely.
How funny would it be? It's just a copy of Tyr. That is what the power is. It's just a copy of him.
I was
It's just
about
the
to
Tyr
say,
body
you
pillow, yeah.
Yeah.
You do have it.
Ugh.
Oh, can we check and see the last time the Eternity Vat was used, or is that not relevant info?
I think that information might be at the point closer to the cathedral. Are there other statuses I can check on other of these chambers? Tier chambers.
Yeah.
Because the research question I want to ask, and this probably goes off our current base of information, but I think we got a lot there. Could I check the statuses of all of the chambers on Corvatus at their general locations?
You'd have to pick different contingencies.
So they'd be connected to those different. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's individualistic like that.
All right. So, are we happy with the knowledge that we have gained on the Church of Light?
There could be so much more.
There could be.
Okay, what question are you gonna ask Spain?
What question would you like me to research
With
then?
your non-proficient investigation or arcana?
I had a what is that? I do think there's something interesting about what is the okay, back to the singular dark sermon. Is it just saying that Tyr, based off of one dark sermon of Olokenhai's religion, then decided to base a whole religion off of one little thing? Or is there something important about that particular dark sermon? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Like,
The answer to your question is yes. There is one
Something
particular
important.
dark sermon that he used from Olak and High as the basis
Yeah.
of the faith.
so
I could ask the question that I think you're leading up to.
yeah, and then I would
Not a
like
bad
to.
question.
Wouldn't that be knowledge at all costs?
It might be.
Like, what is the
Because
dark
it-
sermon? Is the question. Is like, what?
It's crazy when you word it like that.
Yeah. It feels like that's what you're leading up to. So,
Yeah.
I would like to worship. To worship? No. Wait, hold on. wait.
I would like to worship Olak and
I would like to investigate. I guess.
Throwback head laugh.
the dark sermon in question.
Arcana check.
Come on.
Arcana check.
20.
12 plus 8. I'm really glad I'm a half orc in moments like this.
Oh yeah.
I get the +2 to all my.
Does your luck
skills.
improve this?
No, I
No.
don't think these are luck checks. I wish.
Da, 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 da.
I've made another delightful shitpost for fan art.
Excellent. I can't wait to look into it later.
Tum 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 tum. Peep pa pa peep po 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 peep pa 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 po.
Just Arcadum in the kitchen preparing us some tasty lore.
Yep, I'm gonna just type out the sermon for you guys.
Oh, tasty lore then. Roro
I
Rex.
tapped-
Aurora's
I
going
tapped-
insane.
Rock and I.
I tapped my
Ruh-roh,
into my
Raggy.
inner clomp brain.
I tapped
questions
into
to
my
ask.
inner quank brain.
Oh,
Oh, Oh, I saw the notification. I'm
mention.
like, oh, he posted it. How dare you?
How dare
dare I?
thee? How dare you? How dare me?
How dare I?
I wonder how mad Tyre would be that we're learning all this stuff.
Well, he's not here.
He's not here to stop us.
I'm also just thinking about the eternity vat. With that would have been like while he's working, he would have had there's 5 contingencies, right? He probably would have made 5 separate clones of himself to work all at once at 5
Mhm.
other laboratories, and then all at once, and then when a simulacrum, do you like hear or like look through the eyes of a simulacrum, or are they like their own separate eye?
Well, in original D&D, it's straight up just an autonomous clone of you. Like it
I
does
see.
its own thing. It can, depending on
was
what
gonna-
the DM does with it. But yeah, like
I
I
was
don't know
gonna
what
make-
it means by being able to control it.
I was
In
gonna
that
make a
regard.
Naruto reference.
Kagebushin no Jutsu, we are not. If I see anything that's like Eternity Vat, I'm being like, that is. Don't worry about that. That's nothing.
I can't believe it.
Shit,
What?
stop. S-
That
I'll be
scene
here the whole
where-
campaign.
No,
Believe it.
No.
Stop. He
Second
does
one's up
like
to
the
us,
shatter
believe
clone
it.
jujitsu technique, so he can propagate, so he can learn like ninja techniques quicker. Because he had like 1,000 clones working day and night.
Cringe.
Cringe, yeah. Ah. Great, we're gonna have the duck sermon for the wiki soon.
It throws me off every time it's said.
Yeah,
I know, it's like
duck
they're
sermon
title dropping
campaign.
now.
The duck sermon.
I feel like
a thing.
The
We're-
Dark
we're
Sermon,
sitting
that
at the
is
big
tried to fake it
table.
for the Dark Sermon campaigns based off of.
we're at the big kids table, right? That's where we're at right now. We're qualified there.
No, this is not the big kids table. This is we've accidentally found out how to get into the man cave, and now we got into death.
Yeah, we found the secret lore stash hidden in the woods somewhere.
We got
We're in
to
the
the wine
man
cellar.
cave. We're in the man cave. The dad's got fucking beer kegs on tap, and we're pouring ourselves a drink. Fuck
Ah, yes, the
yes.
lore juice.
The Lord juice.
Haven't even hit 10 years old yet. It's just like, ooh.
It still boggles me that the whole ignorance is a contamination line. Ah, that's so raw.
Hilarious.
I love it.
Is that referring to us?
It's
Yes.
yeah.
No.
Okay,
likely.
alright.
Or
To
some
mirror most of-
Mytharian got into the vault. Or it could be like some monstrosities cloning themselves, who knows?
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's fucked
Mytharians.
up. Wait, there's so many flesh crimes about that look the same. That
Yeah,
look the
but
same.
underneath the first prayer
Mhm.
cathedral, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, maybe. I'm so.
You know, this is. Man, there's a lot of information to that Eternity Vat. Oh, jeez. A lot of things are making more sense if this is true.
Mhm.
Man.
What you thinking? What are you cooking?
I was thinking that, like, the knights and all that, not like the higher ups of the church.
Oh my
All that.
god. Wait,
If they have access to if they had access to the Eternity Vat.
have we seen what each of the knights look like without their armor? Oh my
I
god.
think
Wait.
one-
Because they are blessed by the light and don't age. Something like that.
Ooh.
And what about those What was it? Was that Saints and Sinners that saw the eggs of the people in that tower?
Weren't they
Yes.
aboleth eggs though? Like, wasn't? Sorry, that's like, I don't know. We're just speculating on other games at this point.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, what if an aboleth got in there? Holy shit! Yeah, just what we need.
Yo, guys, you know what'd be really hilarious is if we just left right now and didn't look back.
God damn, yeah, just cuck the entire community. Okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, this is satisfactory. So, everything we know about the church is a lie. You really should be worshipping a Lockenhigh, and your god doesn't even exist.
Dude, your god's a box, bro.
Well, the Church of Light's god doesn't exist.
This is your
And-
Wait.
Area is like trapped in a crystal somewhere. Who knows?
Oh,
Yo, what if
yeah,
we
yeah.
like bring us
Two separate.
I might need to go back and watch some old stuff because I have a kind of a question.
Wait,
now.
is the church called Church Matheria or the Church of Light?
Church of Matheria?
It's,
Church of
yes.
Matheria, but was the church we found out it was called the Church of Light, right?
The
Yeah, before it
original
became a
before
Church of America. I was in
Yeah.
America.
So
Church of
fucking
America.
elder.
No, I was thinking of Elden Ring.
Yeah,
that-
no, we know.
Or-
We know, we got it. You don't need to explain yourself. We understood the slip up.
Mhm.
Church of Matheria, Church of Light, Church of Matheria. Crucible of Endless Light.
Mhm.
If people worship Matheria though, wouldn't people's faith go towards Matheria and not the Crucible?
It depends.
That's not how the
No.
experiment was set up.
It's not how it was set up. It was the faith in that whole thing, but I don't have the exact answer for that. Matheria
Yeah,
could be something
the
that
faith
threw a
in the whole.
linchpin in it. You know?
Matheria was a figurehead.
Oh, okay. Like the Pope.
Well, wasn't there a depiction
Yes.
of her
All of the
unwillingly?
faith does not go to the Pope, it goes to the Crucible.
Ah, yes. Christianity.
Well, Catholicism, but okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
No,
the
why'd
other
you
one.
tell?
No, because it's funnier to correct him.
Catholicism.
I think
is-
it's funnier to make him think that the Pope controls Christianity.
Alright,
No,
I'll be right
no,
back.
no.
Okay, no.
I don't know. I'm not into the religious jargon, you know. I don't know.
Clearly.
I don't know the peculiars. The what? What word am I trying to use here?
You
The
got
specifics.
it. I believe.
There you go. I don't know the specifics. I don't know why I chose
I
peculiars.
don't know the peculiar.
I don't know why I said that. Oh fucking hell. My brain is rotting, or why?
Your mind is turning into soup.
Mind soup.
You're so bad for soup.
Dude, primordial soup. Where did we come from?
Where did she
Primordial
go?
ooze.
Cotton-eyed
Where is she going?
Joe.
I forgot what we're waiting on.
The dark sermon.
Type out the full dark sermon.
I understood.
Wait, you have to type it out? You didn't have this pre-written anywhere? Sorry. Sorry.
He still holds a gun.
I know.
So yeah, as a group, we're fitting Sping to 0705, right?
Yes.
No.
We're feeding
07,
Sping, not
05.
Connie. We're feeding Sping.
Just Sping, not
No.
Connie. Connie's okay.
Alright, who's gonna play Connie?
What all I have to do is like
I'll play Connie.
Persona.
I will play
That's-
Connie. Persona. Hello, my name's Tazzy Wazzy. Ooh woo.
Stop.
All right,
No.
here we go. You guys ready for the dark sermon?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
This is a prayer to Olakan High. One of many, but it is the dark sermon used by the basis of the lattice of faith that Tyre used to create the Church of Light. And I will now put it in your notes. This is a massive reveal.
Good on you, Sping. You
Yeah.
push for this.
I know.
In fact, it's so massive, I'm gonna throw down some.
I get an inspiration because we might have missed it. That's a lie.
No, you get an inspiration if you had done the recap like I tried to force you to do.
I know.
Oh yeah, I have an inspiration. I did the thing. Yeah. Don't mind me.
All right. Your research has bared much fruit. Behold, the dark sermon, which I will now recite. Gaze into the darkness unfearing. No matter how brightly the light of lies might burn, the shadow of the truth lies untouched. For thy travelers that seek such knowledge provideth succor. With thy might tempereth by wisdom, strike through to the apostate of ignorance, for they are but slaves in the chain of their mind. Dispel the wickedness of ignorance. Use thy eyes to see. Shield thyself from false light. With thy sword cut through lies. Bear witness to the truth.
Well, that's ironic, isn't it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't wisdom one of the parts of the seven?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Damn.
Yeah.
It should be noted, and this is something that this part of the reveal is actually something that you'll only really know if you know the history of the word. So I'll explain it because your characters would know it because you're reading Tyr's notes. And that is what the word apostate actually means. It is true that apostate means someone who rejects a faith or turns against it, but the literal meaning of apostate, from its direct translation of its origin, is runaway slave.
Oh.
In this context, the slave to a false narrative.
So, a second.
All right, got that in notes.
Yep.
Nag.
Das.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a. Ooh, wait. A shield. Oh, shield, sword, eyes.
Mhm.
You've got. Wee.
Yep. Use thy eyes to see, shield thyself from false light. With thy sword, cut through lies. Bear witness to the truth.
Fucking love it. I love it.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Wow.
Bongo feels really bad for Mikael right now.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Also, he doesn't know.
Jeez. Jeez.
I wonder if I should tell Mikael any of this.
Well, you probably should.
But it might make him sad.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
he
you...
would probably kill you.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
I
Damn.
don't know. Everyone here so blindly follows everything with zealotry in it. I don't know. I feel like trying to reveal this to somebody, you might, I don't know, get your head chopped off or worse.
No, it's okay. I'd win.
Stick beats X.
Fucking, nah, I'd win.
You just wanted to make that meme, didn't you?
Maybe.
Baby.
I hate that. Oh my
Bongo.
god.
Getting the little cutout of the speech bubble. Damn.
Crazy. So apostate as in
Runaway slave.
as a runaway slave. And what's the apostate that we're using now? Or like
So-
the one that isn't?
So, apostate to the Metherians means someone who uses magic and who doesn't follow the religion of. I mean, by definition, they do not follow the religion of Metheria, right?
Yeah.
But apostate, in the sense that is used by the Dark Sermon, is the actual, like, literal translation of
Like
what apostate
Webster's.
is. No,
Yeah.
it's the literal translation of apostate, which is runaway slave. The etymology of it changes because the Dark Sermon is much older than the Church of Metheria.
I see.
Etymology is cool, you fucks.
It is.
It is, no, it's great. I'm just still
He's over here like, you mean like a Webster's? Like, God.
God damn it.
I promise it's cool if
I-
we ignore Spring.
I don't use Webster's. I use Oxford Dictionary.
I use Urban Dictionary. I think it's lying to me about certain things.
Strike through to the runaway slave of ignorance.
What?
I'm just reading it out with like replacing the word. Crazy. Yeah, a lot of stuff gets lost in the not translate. Yeah, translation. I don't know, lost through time.
Yeah. Or
Well,
reinterpreted dogma. Stuff
yeah,
like
there you
that.
go.
Damn. Are
Fuck.
we?
Provideth. Oh wait. Provideth succor.
Sucker.
What is that referring to?
It's
Do you know what the word
Knowledge.
sucker means?
It's got something to do with consuming or something. I think. I don't know.
Sucker means to provide, like, rest, food, be a
Okay.
like comfort. Yeah.
to be to be
Like to host or
Company,
something
yeah.
like that.
to host.
Ooh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, okay. For thy travelers that seek such knowledge, provideth succor.
So like
Provide
provide
it.
knowledge for those who seek it.
I see.
Provide what they seek. Yeah. Or maybe I'm getting distracted.
You guys want to look into Iceland?
What you guys? I don't.
Fine. All
I
right.
don't know
Quickly
what
skim. All right. I'm gonna quickly skim through this and see if we can research anything else.
Like, I think. Damn.
So did we learn in character that Agamemnon is being powered by this?
Well, no. There's been no mention of
Well, the Fiend, the fifth.
that
We
in
know about
this
that.
study of the contingency. The Fiend or any of that has not been mentioned.
No,
No,
it
but there
hasn't.
was mention. Yeah, there
No,
was a
because-
mention about.
The Fiend was to do with the contingency and the demon wastes.
It was just to do with the first contingency. The first contingency in the Demon Waste deals with keeping the fifth Envante spirit, the Fiend, under control.
So we'd have to move out of this. I feel satisfied with what we found out here because it's a lot. I don't know if we'll find much more, and my roles have started to be.
Is there sorry, but is there a way to check and see if the hidden laboratories all connected? Or do we know
They
that?
presumably
Oh.
they are. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
That would be researching the nexus that we were
Okay. All right.
told about.
Cool.
Which is probably the last thing we're doing at the moment. Okay. So, with all that mind-blowing knowledge and law finds, are there any contingencies you would like me to look into? You guys would like me to look into first, because that was one of the important ones I wanted to get done.
Hey,
I would say Ice
have
Under or
we-
Demon Waste.
Well, it seems like a lot of people here are thirsty a bit for some things, but yeah, let's move the body of research to. Let's go to the first contingency, the demon wastes contingency.
Okay, hold on. I have to open those notes.
Yes.
Understood?
Are you sure you want us to? Okay. Have we gotten everything? for this?
Well, it's
I just wanted to make sure that you didn't give up good rolls. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we had seriously good rolls. Holy shit.
We.
We?
Sorry.
We?
Sorry. You.
We.
We?
It's
It's
Lilith
good old
Aurora.
French speak.
We.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. You didn't do anything.
There's fucking straight truth in mating straight street.
You sound like a crack addict hiding behind a dumpster outside of my work.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oddly specific.
No, because that happened.
No, that
Or
happens
just- yeah.
because I live
no, that-
in Australia.
Yeah.
Yes.
I live in Sydney, Australia.
Nope.
I live in Queensland.
That's
Nope.
me.
You need a
Stop
criminal record.
doxing me, Arcana.
Yes,
You need a
Golden
yes,
Beach.
you were the one. who-
No,
Are you good now? What
you're getting closer.
Jeez.
I will find you.
just like throwing darts at a map of Queensland, being like, "Are you in this part? No, colder. Let's go down a little bit down.
Hmm.
Ah,
Colder or
Right.
warmer? Tell me.
colder or warmer? Ah, you just threw it in the center, so yeah.
Colder
yeah,
or warmer, you
actually,
little
that's
bitch.
it.
Tell
You
me now.
little bitch.
Why are you being a little bitch boy?
Hey to her, how are you doing?
Actually, I'm a girl. All right,
Okay.
where are you going next?
Oh, he's doing great.
Demon wastes.
Demon wastes,
Well,
you say?
The first contingency.
Now, first contingency.
Do-do, do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do. Loading the game, loading my brain with all the opening notes. Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 beep. Y'all ready for this?
What the
Nice.
fuck? Hey, yo.
Ooh.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo, yes.
I couldn't do the slapstick sounds.
Eyo!
Yeah,
Bing,
that
bing,
one.
bing, 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 bing.
Sping, 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 sping.
Okay, Arcana check.
Damn.
Inspiration.
We do have two of them.
Fine. I think I'll
You want me to spend
inspiration.
mine?
Well, I mean, I'll do it. I'll do mine first, and then we'll see. So I will spend my inspiration on that, and fuck. I mean, it's better.
It's a
It's
start.
better. It's a start.
Would you like to let this stand?
I think we do for now.
You rolled a 7 though, so like you could roll like an 8, 9, 10, 11 or higher.
I know statistically, it could go better.
No, the dice have decided.
Statistically, I have no.
Can
The dice have
Part of me wants
decided.
to
I'm
ask,
going to
can my
defend.
snake help me research? No. I think we were over this last time. Wait, I could cast guidance on myself and get a D4.
You won't get the exposure.
No. So, do we want to spend a second inspiration? Because I could roll worse, because I've been rolling hot so far.
I think the
This is
dice have decided already.
Okay. Alright, so we're locking in the 15.
Are we okay with that?
We have other stuff to learn as well, so I don't know. Is this where we want to learn more?
We could learn more about the specifics.
This one could
Later
pertain
on.
to 0705.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, take my inspiration if you want it.
Well... Damn. I think we should stick with this one. Because I feel like 15 might be enough to get us some basic stuff and some questions to jump off from, but...
Alright.
We'll see, I hope. So we're staying with the 15.
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well, that was me.
here we go. So, what you're able to uncover with your research into Continuity 1 is that it seems to be based off of a place called Zarakost. Found within. Sorry. Ugh. I have to yawn. I hate yawning. You can see that Tyre has an entire map of. Tyre has an entire map of stone structures presented in this contingency, and you can see that he keeps referencing constructs, but you're not able to make anything more than that. You can also see quite a few dwarvish runes spread throughout the area, spread throughout the map as well.
Uh-huh.
That is interesting. There's one question that's adjacent to this would be asking questions about the fiend.
Also Zarakost as well.
In Zaracast will cost. Damn. Okay. Nobody in this party knows Dwarven or Dwarvish, do they? I don't think so.
We could take 21 days and learn.
Yeah, I mean we could.
Or learn the spell, comprehend language.
Yeah, that might be an easier option, but there are still things we can't understand with that. Alright. So Oh, what question do we have from here? So it's something referencing constructs
Yeah.
and these stone structures.
Could try and do more research into those. I say we read the doom. 2 paths ahead. Runes or constructs, I think, is what we were given.
Yes. Let's go research like the meaning of the runes in the on
guess
the map.
We could also investigate Zaracost.
Zarakust.
Figure out how to spell it.
Yeah, like, do I have to roll to figure out how to spell that name?
Here.
Fucking reset.
What?
Fucking reset.
Also, I don't know who's doing that in notes, but like,
What?
Wait, is somebody messing with notes?
someone which kept highlighting Zaracost in notes and all that.
All right.
I
Thank
am
you.
not in our notes at the moment.
Why aren't you?
Because I'm
Yeah.
reading a
you're
bunch
what?
of other stuff.
Okay. You're forgiven.
All right. So the question I was going to ask is the runes. Like, can I research what they're referencing?
Do you speak Dwarvish?
No.
Then negative.
Damn. Okay. All right. Can I look into the purpose of the constructs then? If any of this is in
Arcana
common or
checks.
other languages. Yay.
Damn.
Yep, my hot roll streak is gone. That was
Insufficient.
damn. Well, I mean that would have been obvious. This one might be a tricky one. I blew all my rolls on the Betharian law.
You blew your rolls
Which
for
was
finding
good.
out that the Metharians are full of shit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We're just gonna be like that. The crazy people out the front of the church being like, "Did you know that your God isn't real? More likely than you think."
Underneath the First Prayer Cathedral, there it lies, a crucible of your faith.
Yes.
What the fuck?
The other point is, what is the feed's identity or purpose and purpose? I guess.
I'm sorry. What? Are you just?
Sorry. I'm because the only other reference we have to go off is it's to control the fiend, and I don't know if I could research more into that.
Well, we know that, like, why the Fiend, we know why the Fiend was, like, bound and restrained, because Biki got too aware of what Tyre was.
Yes. Getting unruly. I don't know where we go on this. I feel like the bad rolls kind of cut potential paths off.
We could also research zero cost.
There's zero cost, the runes, and the construct. I think those are our only 3 paths. If it sounds more, we'll just go to the next.
So the stone structures that were in that also, I don't know. Yeah, that's. I would like to research Zaracost, please.
Hey, Arcana check.
Let's go. Oh my god.
Do you want to give me? I think I might. Do we want to save it for later?
I would just say save it.
Okay,
It's over.
I feel like I'm just. Mine's still boggled from the previous reveals. I think, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna help you guys out a little bit here. Unfortunately, that is insufficient.
Yeah.
To make this a little bit more, I guess, efficient with your time.
Mm.
By all means, I am not saying that you cannot sit here and figure out all this shit, roll on it, and all that. I have no problem with that.
Ah.
My thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is that what are you going to do from here? That's probably the first thing you need to decide is put aside for a second that you have all access to all this knowledge. Presuming of what you find, what is it you're going to do with it? Like, what is your party's next step?
My idea is to go back and give what we found to Nigel, fill him in on what we actually found about the trial and all that stuff.
I
Also,
I think
by the
we
way,
need to.
Nigel,
Yeah. I think we should try and still do the Beast and Black stuff. I think that's the most relevant. Like
okay,
we,
so
yeah,
I feel like we don't just look at this shit immediately.
and then
Oh,
just
all
keep
right.
it to ourselves.
Well, no. If we find out, like, I don't know, the Nexus thing, if we can, I don't know, teleport
You
again
know, that might be a
outta
good
here.
point.
Yeah,
Like,
I wouldn't wanna.
um,
I wouldn't wanna do that when there's this thing that we have to do right in front of us.
yeah.
We need to get paid first, anyway.
actually, I think the ultimate question is that do we want to try and fix Corvinus?
Yes.
To those who it's its home, like maybe, but even so,
Yes. Like, if that answer is yes, then I think that like what we immediately do is just we go back to Tyr's notes, we figure out, or not figure out, we look at like what are the things that are causing this perpetual cycle of ambition being created and try to just stop it.
Ooh.
I think the
Try to
biggest thing we could do is reintroduce the druids back to the Green Oath.
That and
Get
the
them
how
back
the
to
sorcerer mark stuff, and that, and maybe whatever with the church are the things that I feel like really are what have the cycle going.
Yeah. I think that like giving information to the druids is like the easiest, or it would be the easier thing. Sure, convincing them is whatever, but like, man,
Well, with trying to fix like trying to upend like this perpetual sort of thing going on here. I think it's easier said than done.
yeah, obviously, but like, 'cause
Yeah, but like I don't think
No, yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
it'd be,
no.
I don't come on, man. I
you
don't
know
think it
what
would
we might have to
be.
do? Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
continue speaking.
I think it would be nigh impossible. Sorry, to try and fix all this.
I think that if we're going to fix all of this, what we might have to do is decide to just like thwart all these contingencies.
well,
Yeah,
Get
but
rid
what
of
would
the
that
safety
do?
measure. Get rid of the safety measure before we start fixing stuff.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I get
They're
where you're
literally
going.
contingencies.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah,
keep thinking that.
nah.
I keep thinking that we're thinking that the contingencies are already like
No.
they're already active.
they're
No,
not.
yeah, no, they're not. They're not. They're just there. So if we get rid of the contingencies and then try and fix all this stuff, it will make it a whole lot more easier to do, or it would have a higher likelihood chance of fizzling out. As a
Man,
natural rate.
Yeah.
man, I'm just not
Well-
trying to throw shade at Luke, but why didn't you give us a litter, man?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
Well, we can't change that.
Yeah.
One thing we could do is use our time here to build ourselves up, that kind of thing. Like, see if there's any ways we can improve ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
like in
Well,
recipes, blueprints.
There just is though. Like,
Yeah.
man, even if we get you just a tier 1 spellbook, like just something above basic, like there is stuff here.
Yeah. Also, okay, because this was something I was wondering. The vault's sealed, right? Like, it's not open and not budging for anything. There's no other way we could try and crack that open.
Say again?
I was wondering about the vault. That's done. There's nothing we could do to try and ask.
I can't answer that. It is
you
currently
can't.
closed.
It is currently closed. Well, why don't we try something immediately actionable? Like, why don't I just try to learn knock and see if that's something dumb that will work on the
I'm gonna get you guys talk about it a little bit. I'm gonna be right back and go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Sounds like you need some time. Yeah.
Need some thoughts. So yeah, what's the thought on that? I'll be trying to
Yeah, the
get
vault.
into the vault again.
I tried to spell magic and that didn't work. Oh, actually, I did not try to spell magic. I asked if I could assist you with dispel magic, and he said I couldn't assist. So
No, I guess
we could try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be options. We'll see.
I think dispel magic would be a good pick there. I think it would be of course it's gonna
roll
a fucking high DC because it's gonna be a high spell. It's gonna be a high level spell.
I would say do that last in case it explodes as a safety measure.
Oh my god, you're so right.
That's a good point. Thank you.
doesn't lock
Thank
forever.
you.
Yes.
That's so right of you, Mr. Rogue Man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
as
but,
a last it self-destructs. It doesn't, delete all the currency inside. Or no. It doesn't lock forever. No, it blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
blows up everything else.
Another point is,
Including 0705.
if we just gained access to like a fast travel network across Corvinus, that also is very huge.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that. I
With
think
the Nexus.
Yeah, it would be.
Alternatively, is looking for like, I don't know,
I need poisons.
maybe asking about poisons. Yes, you could do that. If you had investigation,
no.
you could be here with me.
You need to do that.
I know, it's me.
you know what? How about this? Let's all just take 7 days and all that. Let's get investigation.
Let's all get investigation, and then we can all throw like.
And then we all
Advantage
find
at me.
stuff for Aurora to Arcana.
Ah,
I'm fucking flabbergasted.
Well, we need to inform our captain
employed.
and
I mean,
everything
I could-
that we are live. We have
Oh,
been
yeah,
here for
I
like
I
10
could learn
days.
sending.
at this point.
Sundays.
Yeah, it's been a while in here, and not to mention all the other time we spent.
Yeah, like 3 days originally or something, and then
Yeah.
7
And
days
then a
here.
week.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
here for a while. Thank God for good berries.
Yeah, but what are we doing
Thank you,
about
kid.
straight away? Not straight away, but like in
Poisons.
future. Yeah, like
We can get the menial stuff.
so
But that's prior
yeah.
number 1, you know.
And maybe like I could look into affordable spell books. Maybe let's stick to ones on Verum and not go for
Yeah.
like
Yeah, of course.
Maltosian script.
Yeah, I think that what we do.
I'm back.
Is we look into the Nexus.
Welcome back.
Look into the what?
We look into the Nexus. We try to figure out like if we can teleport to like any of the other Ziggurats or Tyr's laboratories.
So
I think we look into that.
okay.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do with this info?
Yeah, that's pretty much my question.
Yeah.
Which, by all means, spend as much time as you'd like here. But for me, to help me out, I need to know what you're going to actually do. Like, what's your plan? Are you just
So
going to
this guy
take all
can
this back to
crack.
Nigel? Are you going to, do something about it? You see what I'm saying?
I have
Yeah.
I have been
Yeah.
trying to explain what I think is the best course of action. Spain keeps asking questions I've already answered.
I know. I know.
I wish I could see people's computer monitors as I'm running for them.
Yeah.
Because I get the feeling that
I'm-
some people are just
I've
fucking
got-
doing some other
I've got
shit.
my
no.
notes open. I've got my notes open. Like,
Somebody here is playing video games while they're fucking playing. I know it.
I'll stream both of my screens.
And I'm gonna find out who it is.
It's one of yous.
He's one of yours. Anyways,
Oh.
I will pursue my point. My point more concise is that we need to like take care of these contingencies or take care of one of them and then go and now that that contingency is gone, go and solve that problem. You know,
Yeah.
because we have decided we want to fix the continent.
Well,
Yeah.
if we just stop the false god, none of the Materians have power, and that will stop a lot.
That would
That's
Oh.
a lot
be
Oh fuck.
and all that.
Yeah.
But
Let's
also
do
like the
that.
ley lines won't be fixed.
Yeah.
And so like there is that option as well of just going to the druids and like trying to convince them that hey, this is like we need to reintroduce them to the Green Pantheon.
They don't have gold, to steal. So
You know what? They have priceless treasures that you could then take to the other side of
know
the
what
continent
I
and then
think-
sell.
stick or what?
What kind of priceless treasures?
What kind of precious things? I don't know. So
But yeah, they are treasures.
because we can, if this gets to like the bard guilds or
There's
colleges,
also, yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
there's also-
It's like
Great.
Oh, no.
There's also the option of the 7, the 7 connection.
Yeah, the DM asks the question of, hey guys, you know what you're actually doing, right? And then it's
no.
oof.
Because there is always going to finish what we were assigned to do and take care of the beast in black or whatever this
Yeah,
ziggurat.
Rod.
But we'd have to
Wait,
clear
is-
out the dangers, or we could just be like, "Hey, yeah,
Well,
don't go in there."
I mean, you guys remember what you were actually assigned to do, like why you're here, yeah?
Yeah, like clear the temple and all that. And like
Finding old stuff.
Through the island.
report findings.
No, that's not.
Report-
And I think,
report-
oh,
report
sorry, no,
findings?
not immediate, but the overall goal. Okay, yeah, it's the discovering about the Advanti.
And we have discovered about the Onvanti. Like, we have effectively completed that mission. We know how the Onvanti came to be. That has been explained to us.
Yeah.
So we know how the Onvanti
Oh.
got here. Yeah, we've
Dude.
done that.
Oh,
We
Okay,
really have figured
you
out
can
the
do-
secrets and all that. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. The
just
other
so-
reason is
The thing is, you've completed your mission already.
Yeah.
But whilst you have done so, you have also discovered a whole fuckload more. So it's like, I'm just gonna come out and say it. The reason I need you guys, I would prefer you guys to make a decision on what you're going to do in terms of with this knowledge, or at least I need a direction you're going in so that I can start prepping for that stuff. Because depending on the direction that you go will change dramatically what's coming next, and also what your next chapter is going to be, so that I can prep for it. To be clear, you can spend as much fucking time here as you want nerding it up. I'm not saying you can't. The reason I'm asking this question because I need to be efficient with my prep time.
yes.
So, the real question is, I think that you should be answering as a group, is are you going to report back to Nigel, continue that quest line, right? Or are you going to branch out and take some other shit that you have discovered? No, none of these are right or wrong answers. I'm not trying to tell you anything like that. I'm not judging your decision making. I need to know what decision you want to actually make so that I can prepare things for that. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
So.
couldn't you just sending couldn't you just sending to Nigel and be like, just
I'd have
info
to learn
dump?
the spell, but yeah, like the spells are
Info
here.
dump.
I could do that and be like, yeah, so It was just he just gets a voice in his head. It was a mad
Right,
wizard.
bro.
The mad wizard did it all.
Which is a prank, bro.
It was yeah.
You think
I don't know.
anyone believes that, like without evidence?
No, like
No. Well, you
No,
have
yeah.
evidence.
Well, that's why I was thinking we should at least take him some of the evidence we have, because I'm pretty sure he might have been looking for this, because he was talking about looking for something specific why he was coming to these isles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I
Rafi would
mean,
vote.
if we could get Nigel here, he'd be perfectly happy, and most likely, because that's the question I think we're frequently asked. Are we okay with just continuing the Ages and Ages based storyline, or do we want to branch off into one of these tier contingency storylines?
Matthew says get paid and then do the branch out.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Because
I also
gold.
think that's what we should do as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Bongo thinks we should do, because you know he
Do you guys
fucking
do you remember what your original payment is?
Nothing.
paid- Nothing.
So if he doesn't pay us enough, I will just steal it from the boats.
It is.
But that doesn't
wasn't
matter.
it like a cut of what we find, like something like that?
So, as you may recall, you are to receive a commission based off of what you recover. What have you recovered?
Findings. So
Everything,
we would
you know?
technically get nothing because they have no inherent gold. value.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have gems.
If we're
To
just
sell.
going off knowledge, there's a lot. But yeah, it was based off of what items and such
Artifacts
we
and all
find
that.
and artifacts.
Oh.
I think you guys
Yeah.
lost track of your original mission long ago.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
so much shit happened.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that is what your quest log says.
Yeah.
Because like it's like yeah, you get like stuff you find. So we found this place. So technically, we get this place.
We found this
Just
vault.
saying.
Found a bunch of texts which Nigel kind of was interested in. I think he said that if we find any text, we should bring it back immediately. I think we kind of found some.
Yeah, we found some.
And another thing I want to look into is more of the Trials of the Seven.
Man, we already got one
Yeah.
idol.
That's so far away.
I mean, yeah.
Please tell
Yeah.
me it's Ten Shinhan.
Please tell me extension on.
Alright, we're all agreed in I don't know, giving texts and whatnot back to Nigel?
Okay. Okay.
Is that what
agreed
we're
on
gonna
that.
do?
Okay, listen, that is what we agreed on.
Okay.
That. The only thing is that
Yeah.
that is like after that.
Yeah, after okay.
So
I thought we
we still
agreed on
need
what
to-
we were gonna do after that. Wasn't it hop around?
Okay,
Have,
yeah,
like,
no, that's just what we're
previously
still
been-
deciding on, and all this is that
Oh,
like
okay.
after that.
Yes.
is
Hop
it
around
continue-
could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that hop around like with Nigel and exploring the other like Envanti things and all that, or whatever, or just and all that, or do we like
What?
try to go and like take care of Corvallis?
I
think we should take care of
Corvallis. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
for
Okay.
that.
Specifically, the church seems to be the
Well,
biggest
that's
thing.
the one we have
Yeah.
the most
Well, that's
stuff
yeah.
on. I just like the idea that it's me, a now active apostate, wanting to go, hey,
Yeah.
churches, that's
I.
bad.
Oh
What's
wait,
happening up there?
isn't Aurora part of like the Western Rebellion or something?
I apparently, or at least I could benefit from the feats and stuff.
Mm.
I don't know.
So
Or
yeah,
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean apparently?
I don't know how it works. I haven't been like officially inducted into it. It's just I get the it's just I can take the feats.
Weird
I don't know.
amalgamation of memory
Yeah,
bodily
I'm a
stuff.
weird- I'm a weird like half crime. Who knows?
We should also free the market crime and get paid for that as well. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting
like
paid.
we could do that as well.
Yeah, we need to do
If we
that,
could get
so-
back up to that second floor, that is.
There has
But-
to be a way. Surely.
Yes. I. Hmm.
So-
So, are we going to mess? Because I think, are we going to mess with the church next? Like, is that the goal?
Put them up, Church of Matheria.
I
Yeah.
vote yes.
Do we
Yes.
want to become
Yeah.
another church-based campaign, though?
Well, this
We-
time
we
it
will
would
be
be not
most
us
anti-
working
Yeah.
I know, I
for
know,
the
I know,
church.
I
It would
know.
be
Hello.
We would be dismantling the church from
yeah,
the
we
root
would,
core.
yeah,
We
yeah.
are ripping
Yeah.
it out from the roots. Is
But
what
do
we
we
And
wanna-
I also think we should try to convince the druids to get back to the old practices of the green as well.
Okay, that is one campaign and then another
Oh.
campaign.
yeah. They're like
We
two
could
different
juggle.
ones because I feel like we'd have to. Depends on how we'd go about it because I don't think we're convincing the church to just change their ways because they figured out just because of this information we give them. They might already, like the higher ups, might already know about this engine, this
Yeah.
crucible of endless light. It could just be like we just send Rathu in,
Mm-hmm.
and he steals it, and we're good.
Yoink.
Pocket God. Let's
Okay,
go.
guys, hear me out. We take all this information to the brass baron.
Yeah.
And sell
Yeah.
it to him and
And then
become
profit.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many options.
So many options.
Knob on mute to profit, you say?
Profit.
Profit, yes. I can agree on that, yes. But he will always favor the church because of small itch of the seven introducing, you know. But yes,
Yeah.
profit.
It's a shame we don't have a contact with like like an actionable bard or something. It would be really useful or something.
A hub, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe like a meetup with people
Oh
who
my
travel
God.
souls. Maybe we should. You know what? Maybe if we found other people who travel the souls, that could. No, not gonna-
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of which, have I done that sending with you yet? Hold on.
no. What?
Da-do-do-do-do.
Did somebody get sent a message?
Da 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 dee 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 doo 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 dee
Oh,
dee dee
did Barlow
da.
cast sending to Aegis and Aegis is thinking that they received a letter?
Let's see here. Where's his list of people he sent shit to?
Oh, I believe he specifically didn't send us a letter. If that's the thing you're looking for.
Wanna make sure. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out.
Watch
You
out.
better watch
You better
out.
watch out.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good. Continue.
Oh,
Excellent.
damn.
Oh, we
Because
were
if
getting
we-
excited being
if we got
invited to
that
the
letter-
big plot.
Yeah.
We almost got invited to Traveler Con.
To TravelerCon.
Ooh,
Nah,
yeah.
we're not cool enough for that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Next
What-
campaign.
does
Or
Kid
next-
have a
fuck with the church.
spaceship we can borrow?
Oh shit.
That's just yeah, this place is screwed, guys.
Please do not answer that.
You don't answer that.
You can make an Arcana check for that if you'd like.
Oh,
Please.
Oh my god,
I'd do it. Go.
Specifically for vehicles and transportation.
yes, I did 22.
Oh, you rolled it?
I did. I was like, as soon as you said I could, I was like, I'm doing it.
Too.
Well, transport is good to know, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that we'd be able to use it at
Fill
all.
up.
Even a boat would be good.
A catapult?
I don't want to sail across Varen waters.
Oh.
It just zooms into the black hand. That's the spaceship.
And the vehicle list reveals that that is a vehicle. The Wayward Tower.
Well, that's interesting.
La 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 la.
That what?
La, la, la,
What the fuck do you mean? That tower is a
la.
vehicle.
Yeah,
It's a
that's,
rocket ship.
that's crazy, right? I wonder what that could possibly mean.
Howl's moving castle.
It is a rocket ship that just jackknifed itself right into the center. Right into.
What the fuck?
It's a tower
What do you
that
mean?
is also a vehicle.
Was that referred to as a spire? Like, does he have multiple spires?
The
Can just
Wayward
send them.
Tower.
Man, it is called a Wayward Tower.
Oh,
Yes, it's all coming together.
Fuck this guy.
This guy.
You know, we were leaning towards making a final answer to your question. You've just thrown this in. I feel like it changes the answer that we're gonna give.
No,
There's a
no,
flesh
it doesn't.
crime under that. Like,
It does
The
not.
most
There's a
powerful
flesh crime.
crime.
yes,
One of the
his
most
most
powerful
powerful
crimes.
flesh crime.
No, not flesh crime. Crimes.
Oh, did he? It wasn't plural.
It's just
Oh,
crime.
hey, if we want to fight like amalgamations of things,
Anyway,
or
so
befriend them, maybe talk to them, maybe they're great conversationalists after 500 years down there.
speaking of
at least.
conversations, from what I understand, the conversation of what are we going to do with our season 2, from what I understand, we have 2 choices that we're looking at, and that is going after the church or going and telling the druids that they suck.
They suck and need to be bound.
And
You have
here's
a
how
lot
we-
more choices than that.
We have a lot more. We
Well,
could just
no,
be like,
yes.
screw this, let's go see what's going on in Ice Under. Like,
Yes,
that's
but I
an
think
option.
that's what we've narrowed it down to. I think. Am I wrong?
Have you?
I mean,
I
I'm
I-
kind of now reinvested in the Wayward Tower contingency thing, and I want to go look
No.
at that now. No?
Sping, I'm just going to mute you.
Why?
God. No,
Why?
I'm kidding.
he should be able to
Why?
contribute to the conversation.
Yeah, no,
Um,
definitely.
If
Can.
okay, I proposition a new inquiry for us as a party to look at. If
Mhm.
there is, so we've seen a lot of flesh crimes, right, and all that. Yeah, and
We know of
we've had
crimes, yes.
yeah, we know of crimes, and we had a good chat with one, and I dare say we made friends with one, right? Is there? I propose this as a research question, and maybe I don't know if whatever the fruits, the answer is to the research question, if we get one. Research question is this: what if? Okay, are there, if any, ways of reversing flesh crime stuff or counteracting that?
We don't even.
I know.
I think we'd have to start the researching flesh crimes before we even discuss reversing it.
Yeah, and I'm propositioning that because I personally would like to look at the Wayward Tower stuff and flesh crime stuff, but I'm being a little bit selfish.
I think the other two that we're more directed to are bigger and problematic to actually like help Corvanus.
Sounds like we should do a vote and write down what we want to go do. Or not even a vote, we should just write down what we want to go do and just hit enter.
Yeah,
That's it.
we should-
Yep.
Please,
good
and
idea.
then that will make the list. We just write down what we want to do the most.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes. That.
Did you want to put it in general chat? Not general. The game chat.
I mean, we could. It doesn't matter. Okay, do you want to do a game chat or notes? I'm already typing in notes. I don't care, but
Ah. I love
Okay.
that.
Notes.
Okay. Let's take a look and see what we got.
Very.
Everybody typed in what they want to do.
oh
Oh, wait, hang on.
yeah.
Wait. Huh? I felt like I misunderstood the excitement.
No, it's fine. We got like the thing.
Nobody's doing official votes. People are just putting down the stuff they want to do, so you guys have something to vote on. I think is what's going
Yeah.
on.
We wanted at least people put down the campaign direction they want to go in, which it looks like church.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
it's for church, and then what
I'm
happened?
seeing more
Is there
chat.
one here?
Church,
Yeah.
church. Oh, we missed it. No. That's everybody.
To her? Oh no,
He's posted.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, did he?
4, 5.
Yeah, he's there.
6.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
that's it. Yeah, we're all
down
there.
at one. What the? He's so stealthy, you guys.
All right.
Wait, that's my job.
I think the season 2 is going to be us messing with the church.
Well, this wasn't supposed to be a vote. This was
This
supposed
is
to be a
this is
second.
just making a list of stuff. So I will now type out a list for you to,
Oh.
or at least to discuss, so we can do this efficiently. So we've got deal with church, finish Nigel's mission, contact druids, free the merchant, crime, Black Beast, storyline, research more into Tyre. Which is research the Nexus. There you go. Those are your options. How you guys have discussed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think researching the Nexus is quite important because that kind of
Yeah.
determines where we can go quickly and efficiently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So first question: are we okay with voting on this list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So then,
I mean,
if we
sorry,
sir.
but like some of the topics are not that simple. I think that just be doing it like it's so detailed.
yeah, it's
Oh, sorry, Sping. I didn't put the Wayward Tower on there.
It's fun.
oh, I thought that fell under research laboratories, but
No, I didn't put it on there. That's yeah, but
Okay.
that is under that.
Yeah.
all right.
Yay.
Yeah. I think Nexus.
Yeah.
And
I
Alright.
got the research.
I'm gonna help you guys do this. Do you want to deal with Nigel? Are you interested in that storyline? The guy who originally hired you, because he's most likely going to want to continue using you guys to deal with his archaeological finds. Remember, he's an archaeologist. He paid for all this. He's looking to make profit and to discover the secrets of the Antvanti. So, do you want to continue that? Please note that if you choose not to, that doesn't mean you can't get the money for the job you've done.
Okay. All right.
I feel like
Yeah.
I think we're
not.
pretty much done with that from what we're all kind of feeling from what I've been listening to.
Yeah.
I'd say go collect reward, but if he wants anything else
Okay.
done,
We are
I'd
done with the
say-
storyline, though.
yeah,
Yes.
we're done with storyline. That's what I'm saying.
All right, we can just take that one off right now.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do not wish to continue Nigel's mission. Now we've got is deal with the church, for whatever that means, contact the druids. So that sounds like that you want to take a side in the conflict to come. So, next thing you should probably choose is, do you want to take a side in the conflict to come, or do you want to remain neutral? Why that's important is because it will provide me to know what to prepare. Because if you are not involved in the conflict to come, then that means there's a bunch of stuff I don't have to prepare. But if you do want to be involved, then there's a lot I have to prepare, depending on which faction you join. So that's the next question you guys should probably talk with each other, is are you going to be involved with the war that's coming?
It'll constrict us. How much freedom of I guess movement do we want?
Yeah.
This is more
think
character
we're-
motivation, I think. What's
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
up. Like,
I th-
Yeah.
because I noticed a bunch of
think we
people
should
say
be
they
more-
want to stop the church or whatever. Well, I mean, that
Yeah.
obviously means you're going to have to take a side. Go ahead, what were you saying?
Yes.
What? I just think we should stop the church, like, because isn't that like the engine to his experiment? Because that's the part that why I want to stop the church.
Yeah, mainly what we looked at with the crucible of that thingy, right? Am I?
Yes,
My-
we would be
yeah.
trying to get to the Crucible.
Yeah, that's something that we would want to try and do.
But still, that is anti-church, which is like we would probably have to take a side in order to get the backing in order to do that.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
Okay.
someone who wants a weapon against the church could see that as a potential means to rob a lot of their casters of their abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But could we also try and do that in a neutral sense and not with the backing?
We could try to do it all by ourselves.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's something
We
we could
definitely could.
try, but
I think we
Is-
could.
I don't
just-
think. I don't think. Personally, Connie not interested in the war. Really not right now.
Yeah.
Not after all that shit. That's so like beyond.
the only reason Aurora would want to mess with the church is entirely out of spite. There are other things she's probably more interested in the moment than like revenge on that scale.
Like some sort of revengent. Oh wait.
I mean, we could always just contact the druids and try to help them get back on the right path. That would also help with the problems with the ley lines.
Yes, but ultimately that is picking a side. That is what we're trying to.
Yeah.
That's what we're discussing. Are we going to remain neutral or are we going to join with the faction? If we let's narrow down the factions like that we would join. I think the only one that like we really would join is the rebellion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm already there, baby.
Yeah. Bongo would join the rebellion because he would want to get Mikael away from the church.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to put this to a vote of like neutral versus siding?
Neutral side. Neutral or side.
Neutral. Yeah,
Mhm.
neutral or side.
What would neutral entail though? So, side means like rebellion, but what does neutral?
Let me try it this way: involved or uninvolved
In
with
the
the
war.
war for war for Carvanus. Factional wars.
I have my answer ready.
Yeah.
Everybody
Me
go ahead-
too.
Everybody go ahead and type it in.
So,
What's up, Knob?
now I'm just thinking, if we're going after the Crucible, do we have to be sided? Is that I'm not.
No,
It's
No.
you can go after.
Okay.
You can interact with the Crucible and not be against or for Mytheria. But if you do that, you're going to affect things most likely, which
Oh,
will
that's fine.
have an impact. I want to know if you're going to be involved or not.
if we're gonna be involved, it's gonna affect the like, oh hey, general whatever the fuck wants you to go do this and that.
Yeah.
On the way up there. Yeah.
Does everybody have their
Alright.
answer ready?
All right,
I got-
go ahead and hit enter.
Ooh.
So it looks like we have
5.
3 for uninvolved. And Dakin. So the reason, Dakin, that you press enter with everyone else is so that you can't see everybody else's vote and then swing the vote.
I know. I also wanted not to spell it wrong because I had a lot of wrong letters, but mine didn't change.
It's
Okay, so that's tied.
50-50.
So
Damn.
talk to each other about what it is that you want to do and see if you can't come up with something that you want to do. Because it sounds like the party doesn't know what it wants to do. You guys are kind of split
Okay.
on what to do. So I would discuss that because that is going to be an efficient use of your time. And also, please remember to do so in character because that's why we're fucking here. To help you with that,
Yeah.
I'll return you to the map so you can look at each other.
Very good.
Alright, fucking truth, mate. Make me say it.
We lost that purpose the second we moved into this place. It was just like, yep, a greater burden of purpose.
Yep.
Well, talk to each other.
The map's
Well,
loading.
if we get involved
We're loading.
with
Oh,
the
sorry.
war,
Animated map looks sick, but takes time.
That takes so long to load. Oh, I'm dying.
oh, I'm loaded.
Kangaroo internet slow. Die.
The Joeys are jumping.
Wait, they got there. Thank you, Skippy.
All right, and action.
Well, like if we get involved in the war, all we have to do is win, and then
Yeah.
we'll be able to do stuff.
Then they will
But
be like,
also if we
"Ah,
get
do
involved-
this for me, please."
If we get
Yeah, and then we would like it would we would be in glorious combat, and also we could like you could like take valuable stuff off of the dead bodies that I kill.
and we'll probably get paid for those admissions.
Not if we join them.
Is that how that works?
If we,
What?
I'm lost.
Sorry, we're a little rusty.
Not if we join them. Alright.
What, the corpses?
Raff, you over here fucking... They're not gonna pay us if we join them.
This is why you unionize.
This is why you unionize.
I mean, we join Nigel and he's saying he's gonna pay us. I don't understand why, if we join a side, they wouldn't pay us either. And like, what are the like? To be fair, sounds like we're gonna be joining the rebellion that we kind of know about. So, is there any other interesting parties that you would be interested in joining in, or is that what we're kind of set on as well? Because I think we should get involved in this because this seems the fate of Corvallis could be directly in the balance of this. So I don't think being uninvolved is a good choice.
If we try and involve ourselves with other parties, with other factions, what do you think? How do you think people will react to what information we bring them?
We don't know. That's why we have to find out.
Well, how did we react?
Not well.
Yeah.
And there you go.
I think I still have smoke coming out of my ears.
Yeah. So
No, you don't.
it will be hard to try and introduce ourselves to a faction and say, hey, look, we've discovered this about Corvallis. It's all an experiment to try and
But we have the proof that we're not lying.
still people might look at that with a untrusting eye,
Yes.
right?
Like, I see the benefit for us to remain neutral, but if we want to make a difference, like a major one, it wouldn't hurt to have the backing of a faction.
I'll also put this forward. If back when I was a halfling, back when I was a warlock, and back when I was in the circus, still working for the Black Hand, we'd try and do stuff sort of on the side, sort of subtly, and try and move things with a indirect touch. Yeah. If we get involved in the war that is to come, we'd, it wouldn't be just the Crucible, right? It wouldn't be just trying to sort this out. It'd be, quick, go look at this outpost out here, or some other. It'll make our job, our original goal, more complicated, and there'll be a lot more obstacles to go over. Would they pay us for that? Yes. Would there be some other rewards on top of that? Yes. But ultimately, what do we want to try and do? We want to try and help resettle Corvinus back to, a normal state before any sort of experiment's been going on,
Well,
right?
I don't know what it was like. I don't think it was mentioned what it was like
Well-
before the Anvanti were placed here. Because I know they were brought here. Maybe this was just a lifeless rock before Tyr came
Maybe,
and did
but-
what he did.
But
And that's
So
another
what
thing
is
we've
a
learned.
normal
look at
Corvinus?
any other continent, there hasn't been an experiment, and I think that
How
would
do
be
we
it.
know that? We don't know how
That's
far
exactly what I was gonna say.
Tyr's roots go.
He doesn't even his notes say he has other experiments that he wants to do.
Yes.
Who say he's not doing it somewhere else. That's why we need to like fix the mess he made, because we figured out the ley lines are not great, right?
Yeah.
And that they're like failing.
Another point is, if this wizard was able to shape the ley lines, like to affect how they react, that's probably beyond anyone on this continent now. But I feel like there's
But we
more
can
steps
start.
to fix the continent than just dealing with this crucible.
Well, if we think about it, Tyr, well, we can safely assume that Tyr set most of this up by himself, right?
Well, and most likely an army of clones. Ugh.
So again, more instances of himself. Why not
Yeah.
try and, copy what Tyr's done, and not clone ourselves, but try and undo what he's done with just us, without the backing of other people. Be sort of the heroes, in the background, the unsung heroes, right?
I see that point, but
Plus, also, here's another thing: if we go to a faction, or whichever one of the big players, we'll be bringing out all this info. What's to say, said faction wouldn't want to use what we've discovered here for their own good, right? Try and
Of course.
perpetrate some other stuff.
I mean, that's another point to that, but of course someone's going to use what is here to benefit themselves. Hell, even we are right now.
Of course, but we're not some. We are a small group of 6 people. Right? Yes, we're talking about going over to a crucible of endless light, a object which, is a deity. I don't know. But we're not a faction with an underlying goal. Right? What I'm trying to say is that we're a stick compared to a faction who's a lot more powerful. Let's call them, I don't know, a sword, right? The damage that we could do with this info is a lot less than a whole faction with their own ideologies could do with all this info here.
So what, are you suggesting we keep this a secret?
I'd
No, I
say
think
yeah.
we should definitely share this knowledge. This is big information. People need to know about this.
Gunny,
Yes.
you said that we should, like, the 6 of us should be the ones to, like, try and fix stuff. But look around, Connie. We can't do stuff like this. Create this space and all that. If we can't, like, do stuff like that, how are we expected to fix stuff like that?
We could learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but another point is some of the things in here I wouldn't dare take out of this place just in case it would cause some sort of immediate event, ley line event, or something like that. I don't know. There's no clear cut correct answer. I think the backing of a faction would benefit us greatly, but we'd be giving up a fair bit of our autonomy in that.
Faction giving us free stuff is fine, but as long as they don't boss me around and want my stuff that I steal, it can be okay.
I'm pretty sure we could barter some sort of deal about that. You know, like I think adventurers like us getting the stuff we have or that we acquire early, some of it makes sense for even if we join a faction or not. That was
mean,
our general deal here, wasn't it? At least get a cut of it, or at least we can
Well,
keep
we
some of the
get-
stuff.
Well, any knowledge we hand over, but any or any Onvanti stuff we hand over, and he catalogs it. If it's of use to us, we can keep
We
the
learned
artifacts.
pretty much about all of how they
Yes.
Avanti came here and where they went, and we learned all this. We found the stuff he was looking for in these
Great.
notes.
Yes.
Yeah, but like
We have our answers. At
it's
least for
more than just
Nigel.
those notes.
Yeah, the magic in here is insane. The fact that this is like a space outside of anywhere I've ever been.
Mhm.
It's definitely
Bonk.
not Corvanus. Like through that portal, we just walked into practically another world.
Bongo will reach into his rummage in his bag, pull out the amber nail, and will just hold it up and says like, how I got this, I was told knowledge and things that I don't know what to do with, that I really can't do anything with. But everything we have found here, we can do something about. I don't want to just sit behind the sidelines. I want
I'm
to
with
go out
Bongo on
and I
that.
want to fight.
I also agree with you there, Bongo.
After a few seconds, Connie will be like,
Bongo puts the amber nail away.
all right, fine. If you guys want to, I don't know, get glory, I guess is the best way to put it. And, you know, be on the front line, so to speak. I guess I'm gonna have to go with you. And she'll look at Dagon when she says that.
I wouldn't say on the. I don't think they'll put us directly in the middle of a large scale battle like that.
Oh,
What?
The freedom of
But
speech.
Bongo immediately
But
changes his mind.
as our fight with Lord Trinos, I will do my best to keep all of us together and alive.
Yeah.
Good,
That,
and I'll also try and do my best as well.
So I may have an in with the Western Rebellion. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I do.
Do you know anything about them, Aurora?
What is that?
Okay, does Aurora know anything about it? Or is it just something that came with the flesh crime stuff?
You don't really know anything about it, no.
No. Well, no. I don't.
Maybe Nigel would. Either way, I think we should at least take him some of this information, especially the stuff about the Advanti. Maybe not the church stuff, but I still think you should know at least. I think we should though.
So it
Oh,
sounds
Don't
like
know everything we learned.
you guys are leaning towards getting involved, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel like most of us are now lean towards that.
Okay. Wish to be involved. How would you like to be involved?
It's an even big question.
Yeah, and that's basically
do
the
we-
crux of it of
Yes.
what are you
Well-
going to do with all this knowledge, Billy?
We can bring it to the attention of the Druids and the Western Rebellion and see if we can't use that and some of their resources into something actionable. I don't know.
Do we know which factions, like what is it, what's the word I'm looking for, the relationship between each of the factions? Do we know who's involved at this point?
Well, yeah, that's actually a really good question. Do we know
That-
what's
that's a-
going on with
that's
the
a-
factions?
Yeah, that's out of character. That's me asking. Because
The factions that you know about
yeah,
in character are the Western Rebellion, the Church of Mytheria, the Barrow King, the Brass Baron.
okay. Do you guys think there would be any, I don't know, sort of rogue church member groups, like church people that would
Well-
be open?
If they were members of the church, they most likely hunted,
Mm.
knowing a little bit of what they do. And I mean, if we're thinking more broadly about factions, if we're talking about raw wealth, the Brass Baron and I'm ruling out the Church of Mytheria as a faction because I
Yeah.
absolutely refuse to join them.
Absolutely.
They
Well,
seem
I
like
mean,
they caused a lot of problems on it as well.
they also.
So I'm definitely not for them.
I mean, the info we're about to bring with the and also what we want to do with the crucible thing. I don't think they'd be too open with us doing that.
But I also know very little about other groups. Just Western Rebellion is druids, Brass Baron is wealth.
I like that.
I think I know much about the Barrow King.
That's the Bear King's undead stuff, right?
Oh,
that's the undead guy, right?
maybe.
Maybe.
At the church, well, we know you've learned a lot about the church recently.
Yeah, I don't think we should try and team up with the church. Now, if there were, I don't know, if there was a way of finding out if there were rogue church affiliated people, and that, oh well, they probably wouldn't have a big enough, I don't know, backing behind them.
Or they would have joined other factions using
That is true.
Yeah.
insider knowledge to
Absolutely. Yeah, no, they would
offer protection and or
Yeah.
benefits.
Yeah, never mind. Then that's a bust.
If this man is so rich, like you say, he would probably pay a lot for this information.
Yeah, that's true, Rathu. Brask. Or do we want
Although,
to join
If we're
Western
if
Rebellion?
If we're
Oh,
talking about what we've learned in the notes, I think if we're seeing about ambition, it would most likely be the Brass Baron would most likely fit that role.
Yeah, do we want to play
I don't
into
know.
feeding his experiment of feeding ambition like
Yeah.
that?
Although
It's just
we
why
don't
would you care?
No, fair enough.
Well, would it really matter if we fed ambition at this point? Because this whole experiment's a bust, no?
Maybe.
It wouldn't.
But
Well,
isn't it
yeah, but
supposed
it's
to
still.
continue
Oh, but it
I
would.
don't-
It would coax the orange out, right? So
but if
who knows?
well, we don't know what that world would look like if the color orange just overwhelmed Corvallis. Like, would that be an
I don't know.
apocalyptic event? Would that?
It
'cause
looked like
it's
a sunset.
a sunset.
know.
Okay.
Well,
All
if
right.
Dude,
everyone
it's
was all of a
colours.
sudden filled with ambition, it would either be like a united front, like one big army, or probably would just be more of the demon ways.
That's another angle. Hmm.
I think it would be in our. I think we should join the Western Rebellion. I'd put a pin in that because I feel like they are more affiliated with, like the Druids and such, and that we could probably try and fix some other stuff. We can give them information, which would, I think, help fix out. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Fix up some of the other stuff that we've discovered here. Plus, it would, I think, we'd also get a good enough backing to try and help us sort of
People
get this thing.
for backing.
Say that again, Matthew?
You want to get the stick people to help you.
The stick people to help us. Well,
Yeah,
they
the
are
people living with sticks and stuff. Not
Yes,
the
but
money
those
man.
are also the
with
people
army.
that can help heal the ley lines and actually
Yeah.
get it back to a right state.
If we want to reveal the this place or the information that we found in this place, I think they would be the best people that we could reveal it to.
I vote
Plus-
the money man.
You've read the Money Man? Of course you do. Everyone else?
Hmm.
Rebellion.
Rebellion?
Army versus people with sticks,
I think I agree with the army.
You agree with the army?
I agree with the army.
Mm.
Even though I am a big fan of hitting things with the stick.
To hurt, you're
don't like the
you're either
idea
gonna
of
agree.
giving Tyre more ambition, so I'm gonna have to go with the rebels.
Oh, not to hurt. Jinzo, you're either gonna agree or gonna be a tie again.
So wait.
I would go with the rebellion.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, seems that we're gonna
So
try and get out.
Oh,
So-
we've
So, sounds like you guys have decided which faction you'd want to side with.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. To be clear, it's the Western Rebellion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Checks box.
Hicks.
In that case, I have a very important question for you. Since you've chosen that, and you've done the appropriate research, and you found out enough, I have a very important question for you. Would you like to score a major blow for the Western Rebellion?
Not as yes.
yeah.
What does it
Yeah.
score a blow like the goods or what?
No, like they get a big point.
They get a big
Yeah.
win.
Sorry.
Big win.
It's a turn of phrase. It means, would you like to score a huge W for the Western Rebellion? If you
I
would
mean,
like
have
to
give
do
us
that,
leverage.
then you may activate one of Tyr's contingencies.
Oh,
Typically, the contingency of the light of the end.
That's what I was thinking.
It says
Yeah.
reset.
It was.
It was
Yeah,
the
it talked
reset
about
one.
with the minimal loss of life.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, it'll just
It
it's
could
telling.
it could reset in the sense of glassing that part of the continent.
Or it could empty
Like-
out the current faith and they have to rebuild.
So, well, that's the question. Do we want to activate that contingency?
Ooh, do we?
Because I think
Ooh.
that's
Yeah,
what our
fuck it.
campaign is going to be.
Yep. I think we put
The
our
light of
eggs in
the
that
end.
basket.
We turn off the light bulb on the stairway and let the demons get them as they're trying to
Yeah.
run up the stairs.
But
Unscrew
oh,
that light bulb.
hang on before you. If we activate this contingency, wouldn't this sort of not try and help? I don't know, reform Corvinus? Because this is a contingency in place to try and keep the experiment up.
Yeah, I think that's the point. It wouldn't keep the experiment
would-
up anymore. If I'm,
Wait a
if
minute.
I'm,
No, the contingencies in
Hold-
place that try and keep the experiment going if something goes wrong.
I
Like-
may have.
It's trying to upstart it, no? Am I dumb?
But if we activate it, then it's not there later.
I have an
Oh.
interesting thought I would
Yes,
like to
yep.
share.
Yes.
If we were to affect this crucible, like with the I would hope the faith stays within it and doesn't go back to who it was kind of
Oh,
modeled
Alok and
after.
High? Oh. I don't think it would.
Maybe that's just a thought that popped into my head. But either way,
I think we're good on that picture. I don't think it would.
I don't want the church to have it either way.
Yeah.
yeah,
Alright, but Bongo, you're thinking into the future on that one. Yep. I'm for activating this contingency. Because we wouldn't have to deal with it later. When we do eventually try and I don't know, help reform Corvinus, I guess.
We have nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not right
Let
now.
us.
Alright. Beep.
Pull the lever, Aurora.
So,
will we be turning off the
To
light?
be clear, I will ask you one more time. Do you wish to activate the 5th contingency of Tyre?
Yeah,
General-
let's.
Yeah,
Let's war
yes.
crimes.
Let's
Yes.
activate the 5th contingency of Tyre, the light of the end.
Deher, nobody. Oh, we're here for that, yes?
yep.
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 This
Deher?
is unanimous.
I'm not stopping you, but
It doesn't.
Just like
It doesn't have to be unanimous, I guess. But it's. I'm just confirming that you're going to do it.
I feel like we're mostly in agreement.
yeah, yes,
To do
we
it.
are.
It's yes.
So be it.
Boosh.
As you activate the 5th contingency of Tyre, the entire complex will begin to shudder. Magic pulses through into the depths of the beyond of this structure. And something, somewhere, activates. The 5th contingency begins to blink with the glyphs that you've been reading before, and it states, contingency activated. Commencing recalibration protocol. Resetting faith parameters. Error. Faith allocation failing. Faith allocation failing. activating auxiliary faith enablers. You see that different things start to activate across the board in front of you, across the map, in different places all around the eastern lands. And then the entire thing will go dark. And you will see nothing. The fifth contingency has been activated.
Hey, looks good. Time to get some poison.
Okay, so now let's activate them all. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
Is there, Aurora? Is there any way you could check and see what's happened with the glyph, and check and see if it has any info on what the fuck just happened?
I believe we just activated it. I don't.
I mean, yeah, of course, but I feel like a
I
bunch
do
of
not know
errors
what-
popped up out of nowhere.
It just reset the faith parameter, so it probably is no longer getting the faith of the light, since they're technically worshipping a deity now, Materia. If I had to guess.
We don't know exactly what effect that had, apart from
Well,
resetting the faith of the light.
we turned it on, so what's next from here?
I say we free the experiment behind us, and I think we start moving towards.
Oh.
Why?
Why?
Why leave him trapped here?
Because he's an experiment
He's a demon.
and a demon.
And a demon.
You didn't want to choose the gold guy because the experiment, but you want to free this guy because experiment.
Well, everyone.
Yeah, but he
everyone's
was
been...
experimenting against his own will.
Is it?
No
this
one
whole
should be doing
thing
anything against their own
everyone's
will.
I'm with Dakin here on this. I don't want to see people chained up and stuff.
I'm
But
with
he's not
Becky
people.
on this.
He was made.
He's
He's
not
been
a
made.
demon.
Okay.
He's sentient.
Demons lie, they trick, and they kill.
All right,
Because
but
I don't know what you experience, Bongo, but sometimes people will have to kill, and that's how they live. There is no other option for them. Just think about it. When we get into a fight, it's either kill or be killed. So if you're constantly fighting and you don't know anything other than fighting and killing, what does that really change? If you're never given another choice?
plus Bongo, look around. Is there any way of any, demonic corruption, demonic influence in here anywhere?
They don't
It's
need
safe
their
that-
influence. Their influence is words. It's how they talk. It's how they, shapeshift themselves and all that.
It's how any con man, would talk to you. Any charlatan would talk to you. What? All human charlatans are demons now. Like,
No.
In either case, your actions today have caused ripples throughout the stories of yourself and others. And that
Good.
is where I will call it for today.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
bestie.
God
Sorry.
damn, dude.
We did it. We pressed the button.
Yes, I'm so glad we
They
actually
did it.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
I'm so
Well,
happy.
I just activated war crimes. Yes.
Yes, you did such a good job.
I activated war crimes. I'm actually really surprised you guys went with Western Rebellion.
Who did you think we'd go with?
I thought you guys were gonna just stay neutral,
That's fucking
Yeah,
dude.
I thought that too.
or go Brass Baron for the money if Rat Brain
Yes.
prevailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is also
My-
a
I
decent
feel like-
chance that Rat Brain would prevail.
Yeah.
Rat Brain,
I-
we
I
need money
felt
to
it.
do all this stuff.
I felt it coming. When I said, I think we should. All right, I'm gonna put this forward. I think we should go with. I was still deciding who we should go with, but I said,
I know.
I know you can hear my hesitation of brain. Get to answer before you finish the sentence.
I, for one, will not apologize for what has happened.
Why would
What's
you
the,
apologize?
No,
What's
you don't
that-
apologize for what has happened. You own it.
You're playing
here's
your
What's
game.
the
Yes.
kill count now for Aurora?
How many assists did I, or actual kills did I just
Play of the game.
I am the game.
Of-
Pushes button on a
Press
keyboard.
button.
No
Press
ambitions.
button.
No
This
ambition.
is- oh my god, this is definitely. Oh fuck, what's that mission from MW3 where you're flying that fucking the like the jet with all the guns on it and stuff, and everything's been reduced down to like a little video game screen, right? And you just press some buttons
Yeah,
away.
how
I
you
feel like
doing?
that's just what
What?
we did just then. No,
Also, thank you, Nora, for drawing that.
we had the glyph on the screen. It was like, oh, do you want to activate contingency? Do you want to potentially kill a bunch of people? Press button, and then we pressed it. No, no guilt or anything from that. Everything's been reduced down to numbers on a screen.
Yeah, whatever you say, nerd.
I don't know what's happening.
Jesus Christ. I just heard
Anyways.
somebody just vomit in my ear.
Sorry, it's 2 a.m.
Oh, sorry, it's really late, you weird Aussie land. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for being a part of everything. Thanks for having a good time. Arcanum didn't read the lines. What lines? Oh, fine. Again, keep going, again. It's hopeless. Stop. Roll again. Ugh. There. Anyway,
No
thanks for watching,
ambitions.
everybody. Thanks for all the support. I will see you guys in an hour for Saints and Sinners.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.